Welcome again to my market update for the El Paso real estate market. We are in August, towards the end of the summer. Let's look at what the summer has brought to us so far and see where it's headed. These numbers come directly from the Greater El Paso Association of Realtors. So the numbers come directly from the MLS. They're month over month, so we're looking at the numbers for July. Median sales price is a number that's been pretty consistent. Last month it was exactly the same, $280,000 in El Paso. And month over month, like for the last 2, 3, I mean, I could do the math, 4 years plus, it's been constantly creeping up, like 0.1% increase, 1.5% increase, slight increases. And people are kind of overlooking that. People are looking at what the news shows them, which is, hey, look at the rates. They're up, they're down, they're not. Hey, look at the Fed, what the Fed's doing. Hey, look at this, look at that. And they're not really looking at, it's being like kind of overlooked. Home prices are going up. I've had clients that we buy a house, we put it on their contract, especially in the new homes, we put it on their contract, and by the time you close on the house, it's worth a little bit more already. We've been seeing this quite a bit as well, where some of these appraisals are coming up a little higher than the list price. So the numbers are moving fast, but they're kind of going under the radar for a lot of people. So it's something to consider. We're going through a trend with home buyers that they're just waiting, but there's a lot of things that are being overlooked. It's gonna cost money in your pocket if you're waiting. Number closed sales, that number is 636. That number went up a little bit. It's normal as the end of towards the summer we should get busy, but it's surprisingly that number went up 1%. That's not enough. It's a slow summer. It's been a really slow summer compared to how it was expected to be, and also compare how summers normally are. And active inventory, is down. So there was homes sold, but not enough homes hit the market like they were expected to. So 2,091 homes are in active inventory as of the end of the month of July. Median days on market, this number keeps surprising me, and it's super interesting because median days on market is 19 days on market, but there's homes that have been sitting for over a month, more homes that have been sitting 2 months, 3 months. And then there's homes that go on the market and sell fast. And there's like a sweet spot. I think and for our market, if I could tell you where that number is looking at is we're looking at anything in the entry level is going pretty fast for the most part. And then we skip over to above 280, like in the 300s. That inventory is kind of sitting, it's waiting, it's not moving as fast. And then homes that are more expensive, probably in the 400s or 500s, surprisingly, that's also moving pretty fast. So the market is a little interesting right now, but 19 days on market is crazy. And again, people that are waiting, it's just you're hurting yourselves. What I tell people all the time, and I advocate this a lot, is if you're looking to buy a house, make sure you sit down with an agent. Give us a call here at Center Real Estate. We'd love to sit down with you, talk to you about your scenario, your situation, and then push out, and we could find you like a plan. We'll put a plan together so we could find you that house. It might not be in the market today, but when something comes up, you'll be ready to jump, because the houses that are hot at the right price, they're selling fast, 19 days. So you have to be ready. You can't just be like, oh, look, something popped up on Zillow. Let's go look at it this next weekend. It's gonna be gone. You're gonna be competing with somebody that's already in the know, somebody that's ready to make an offer and is not hesitant. If you're hesitant in this market, you lose. So you have to know what's going on. Sit down with an agent to know what's going on. Median price per square foot is up a little bit, $166 per square foot. It's a good number to compare different homes. That number is also been creeping up. It goes in hand with the median sales price. And then the new listings were up, so that was a good thing because more inventory came on the market in the summer. 4.5% increase to 858 new listings that hit the market in July. That number is still really low. In my opinion, this market could be absorbing about another 500 new listings a month. But that's because a good house priced well. Okay, a good house priced well, shows well. You have to be competitive if you're out there listing your house. Your house has to be showcased because people are really hesitant to moving into something. They're not gonna go, right now, this is not the market for fixer-uppers. This is not the market where I'm gonna come in and repair a lot of things. A lot of buyers are not looking at that. They want something turnkey, Why? Because everything's so expensive. Call an AC repair guy, it's a little pricey. Go to the hardware stores and try to find anything to upgrade your home. It's pricey, it's costing money, so people are very cautious of what they're doing. And they'd rather get into a house that's move-in ready to go, and they don't have to do much work, right? So consider that when you're listing. That's super important. As a buyer, again, I'll reiterate what I said a little earlier. You want to be ready. You want to have a game plan. You want to understand your financing from the beginning. Right away, you will need to understand them, get your options, look at what it's going to cost you, what you could get from that seller, your monthly. Look at all that and be ready when you're going to make an offer. If you want to make an offer and then try to find out about financing, you're probably going to get scared. It's not a scary thing, but you're probably going to get scared, and somebody else is going to come and take that house off the market, and then you lose out. We see that often. So stay informed. Hopefully this information is good for you and it's useful. I do predict that this next month is going to be pretty flat to July. There's not been much changes. Market has been consistent, and it's very hesitant. So we see that in the numbers. There's not a lot of listings, not a lot of buyers coming. So the market is real hesitant. When people hesitate, people lose. So if you're ready to go, if you know what's going on in the market, then you'll have an advantage. So let's give you that advantage. Hopefully this video helps for that, and we'll see you next month.